Hey there, cats and kitties. I am the Blues Man, Johnny Blues, and this is going to be a brief little review for Kids on the Slope, episode 7, Now's the Time. What a brilliant, beautiful episode this was. Basically, going into it, we know that Kaoru and Sentaro have had a falling out. This because of Sentaro's kind of questionably joining the rock band of new character debuted last episode, Matsuoka. And Kaoru's, used to a life of moving on and losing friends, and he feels devastated like this is happening again. Friends are leaving him behind and moving on. So he's just sort of continuing the daily routine of school, not really talking to people and keeping distanced. And Ritsuko approaches him one morning, and this has a very strange effect on the rest of his class because they've long thought him, unapproachable and unfriendly. And they make the wrong assumption that he and Ritsuko are actually dating. When he corrects them and tells them, no, they're just friends, they see that he actually is somewhat approachable, and they warm to him. And he has a sort of newfound popularity as a result, which is cool. Not only that, but he ends up not having a panic attack, which is usually how he would react to such attention. And so this is the first time he actually feels pretty decent. Shortly confronted thereafter with Sentaro, we see that he's still very distanced and doesn't want anything to do with Sentaro. Sentaro's angered by this because, of course, he's not being given a fair shake to tell his side of the story, why he joined this rock band. And we see that as we follow Sentaro, things are only going to get worse for him because he goes back to the record store. He finds Yuriko, the girl he's been crushed on for a while, looking at a record to do with a song that her crush, Brother June, sang at their first live event. And it seems like Sentaro's putting two and two together, but in antithesis to that, and very shockingly, he pushes himself on Yuriko anyway. And this is actually subsequently interrupted by Brother June himself, who was that mystery character at the end of the last episode, who's been hiding down in the basement after having, as Ritsuko's father puts it, a nervous breakdown. We don't quite know what that means, but Yuriko runs out crying, and Sentaro's pent-up frustration comes to a head, and he decks Brother June. Luckily, he leaves before anything, makes matters worse, and we see that contrast to this, Kaoru is having sort of a blast. He's been made the one of the members of the committee overseeing this sort of talent show that's coming up. I forget what they called it. He and Ritsuko are signing up people who want to perform, and she tells him about what happened between Sentaro and June, and it's like he, it connects with him because he knows what that all is about. So when Sentaro actually has to go and sign up this little rock band, we see that the feelings are still tense, and Kaoru's trying to break the ice, but neither one of them really can or has the opportunity to, and it all comes to a beautiful culmination with the actual talent show itself. The rock band goes on, and there's a mysterious power outage that we never have explained, and Kaoru overhears why Sentaro joined this band, his reasons for it, and that it was only ever going to be temporary. Having a change of heart, Kaoru goes to the piano and starts playing this beautiful melody, which is Ritsuko's favorite song, who's, in the crowd watching, awed, and Sentaro jumps on the drums, and they just play beautiful music together, and it's like their friendship just reconnects through that music. And they even go back to the very first song, Monin, from episode 1. And the crowd ends up roaring with applause, and I'm the viewer applauding myself, just excited and thrilled by the affirmation-inducing ending. And just a brilliant, brilliant episode. I definitely suggest if you haven't seen it, you check it out. So I'd love to hear from you if you have, and comment below with your thoughts on it. And otherwise, that's going to be pretty much all I have to say on it. So I will catch you later. Peace.